What a wonderful meeting tonight. You know, you hear them talk about poll and all kind of thing. But this party and this campaign, we don't peak yet, you know. They don't understand strategy. It is beautiful tonight. And we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. They can't stop we. It's wonderful to be here in Urlings tonight. And I want to congratulate the Urlings Football Club. Let's give 3 cheers for the Urlings Football Club. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! They're now going up to the Premier Division. So they will meet Fort Road from City East. City East Posse, let me hear you! And I want to tell you, don't worry about City East. They send the wannabe, and there never was. But he done stall out already. So he online left out. You know, just on the weekend, on Friday and on Saturday, I attended a meeting in St. Kitts. It was a meeting of the Monetary Council. And the reason why I'm saying that is because all the islands in the Eastern Caribbean were represented there. And so we had Dr. Gonzalez, we had Keith Mitchell, we had Hubert Hughes, Reuben Meade, Dr. Denzel Douglas, etc., etc. And you know, what is so important is the problems that we are facing here in Antigua. These are the problems that the whole Caribbean is facing. And when people stand up and tell you that they can solve these problems overnight, and you look throughout the region and you hear everybody working through these issues, you have to study what you're doing to keep things afloat and make things good for your people. We can't take no chances with people who only are thinking about getting their hands on power. This is a serious time for this country. And it is not a time for power-hungry individuals with poor judgment. They cry down Antigua for everything. Cutie Benjamin go in Parliament and he tell you everybody in Antigua have white mouth. Well, he must have a white mouth. But I say, brothers and sisters, stand up for Antigua. Why is it that you have over 1,000 people last year coming asking for extension? They come to Antigua, over 1,000 people, and they're asking for extension of their time in Antigua. And they say Antigua so bad. How is it that so many people are still welcome to this country if Antigua so hard? And you know, at this meeting I went to, I want to share something with you that I got there. It has to do with the poverty level. And I said, well, no, these are not my figures, not UPP figures. These are figures from the World Bank. And they created a chart. And under the poverty level, they have percentage of the working population that is living on less than $4 US a day. That's about $10 EC a day. Percentage of the population, I want you to listen to me. The highest is in Haiti. 79% of the population, in other words, 8 out of 10 people live on approximately $10 EC per day. Guyana, 64%. Suriname, 45%. Jamaica, 43%. Dominica, 33%. St. Vincent, 33%. Grenada, 32%. St. Kitts, 31%. Trinidad, 21%. St. Lucia, 19%. Barbados, 14%. Antigua and Barbuda, 12%. These are not my numbers. These are the numbers. When I tell you, brothers and sisters, we have a people's government that has been working for the country. And that is why I want to associate myself with the remarks made by Brother Cott about Brother Baptist, that he was one who tackled the question of poverty very, very seriously. When he was in social transformation, he carried out a study many years ago when we first came in, and the poverty level at that time was put at, I think, at 18%. And we have brought it down from 18% to 12%, the lowest in the whole Caribbean. Tell them I say so. They can go on the internet and they can check for themselves. The numbers are there. And that is why you still have so many people coming to Antigua. Even though things are hard, I'm not going to gloss over it. I know things are tough. I know things are tight. But my goodness me, man, things tight all over. And it's better in Antigua than most other places. We have a blessed country. We must be thankful for this country and thankful for this UPP government. I want to deal with just another point. You know, it has to do with what Gaston Brown has been saying. Because these are dangerous people to put in charge of this country. They will run this country right down to the ground. Now he's saying for medical benefits, in his judgment, that's what he's saying. For medical benefits, he's saying they don't need more than 3 months in reserve. That's what he's saying. Now, he just pull a figure out to the air. We don't work like that. You have people you call actuaries. Actuarial science is to look at trends, statistical trends, see where things are going, how they're coming up, plan for it. The actuary carries out studies regularly on Social Security and medical benefits to tell you what you must do, what you must be careful of. He says that the reserve should be equivalent to 18 months of total expenditure. 18 months, Gaston Brown said 3 months. And the reason why he's saying that, he's saying you must expect, if there is anything like an epidemic that break out in the country, you must be able to look after your country and look after your people. You can't just say, well, if an epidemic come, you run outside and beg and say, poor me, come and help me. You live in a rough world today. Nobody help you. They say they had their own problem. They're also saying if there's a natural disaster, you must be in a position to deal with it. You must be in a position to make sure that anything at all happens to our people health-wise. We must make sure that we can continue to give assistance to our people. You can't go use up all the money. That is what Gaston Brown wants to do. And then he's talking about he's going to put it in housing to build 500 houses in 500 days. And all you have to do is find $30 million. You think it's a $30 million come? You think so you just pull it in the air and pull in 30 million and you say you're going to cut out income tax? It makes no sense. So he's going to cut out income tax and then he's going to just find $30 million, pull that from Social Security and medical benefits. Now he don't say what he say, he come back and say he don't say so. But I heard the tape where he said clearly, we will use funds from Social Security and medical benefits. That's what they want to do, to run the medical benefits down to the ground, run Social Security down to the ground. They want to do what they did when they were there before. They left a bill for this UPP government of over $1 billion to statutory corporations. When they done, they tell you didn't have no income tax. When you didn't have no income tax, and what you do, you take up the money from the port, from Social Security, medical benefits, free trade zone, education levy, raid all of them. When they talk about raid, they talk about come raid the treasury, come raid medical benefits, come raid education levy, come raise Social Security. Brothers and sisters, I heard my brother in Parliament the other say that they have a thing when they borrow and they pay back. Trust and no pay. You know the hymn said trust and obey. Burden them said trust and no pay. We cannot go back to those people, brothers and sisters. We must stand firm with the United Progressive Party. This is the party that is moving this country forward, moving this country upward, moving this country onward. We will not go back. Backward never, forward never. No retreat, no surrender. One love, blessed love, until I come again.